First Sign is a research-based instrument that takes into account decades of research about what we know in policing, helps us identify when an officer's conduct is starting to fall off track. And what's really key and different about First Sign is that it's not a simple trigger system. It doesn't simply identify officers because they may have 3 use of force incidents or they may have 2 complaints. It's a system that truly takes a look at the totality of conduct of an officer to ensure that it's only identifying officers who are truly falling off track with the express goal of helping to support them and bring them back on track. Now, First Sign goes beyond simple triggers, first and foremost because it's research-based. It's not an arbitrary number that says if an officer gets 3 use of force complaints in a 12-month window, then they are somehow elevated to be in some kind of an intervention program. It is a much more sophisticated tool that takes into account the totality of work that an officer has completed. What are the total number of arrests? What are the nature of arrests? Our goal is to ensure that we are not simply triggering officers who may be out there doing a phenomenally great job. I can tell you, reflecting back on my time as a police officer, nothing would be more disheartening. We spend the time and the analytics and the research to make sure that we are only identifying officers who are truly engaged in a pattern that suggests that their behavior may be coming off track, so that the right command staff can then work with those officers to provide them the training, to provide them the support that's needed to get them back on track and ensure that they have a successful career. You know, no one else is doing what First Sign does. We're very lucky at Benchmark to have the partnership of our research consortium and really some of our best-in-class thinkers who have helped us think through how do we move beyond simple triggers? How do we not identify officers that should never be identified in a system to ensure that we are getting to those officers who need the extra training, who need the extra assistance, and more importantly, we can get to them early in their career. We can get to them before that incident happens that now is going to jeopardize the reputation of the department, that's going to jeopardize their career. This is about how we uphold the honor of the badge, and First Sign does it by finding ways that we can identify officers early on so that we can provide the right level of support to help evolve their ability to police effectively and keep them out of harm's way and ensure that, equally importantly, the community feels respected and engaged.